welcome everyone. Glad to have you with us for this NBA Cup action. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Let's take a look at our starters for Denver. They've got Williams, and it's Keefe in at the 4. And for New Orleans, Charles Bassey is out there with Barnes. And it's Marks in at the small forward position. With a handful of games played now, we can start to get a sense of how things might shape up this season, Stan.
Yeah, you can get a feel for how things might stack up in a few months' time. You see which teams have put something special together and which teams still have work to do.
So the Nuggets with the tip. Here's Coles. And rejected. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. And we have to take another look at that block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Here's Coles. Wood outside. Pass to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Now here's Bassey. Outside Barnes. Knocks down the long K.
We don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And we're about a minute into the first. Here's Jokic. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one-of-a-kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
Here's King. Pass to Marks. To the paint. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Oh, that's how to throw it down. Barnes with an exclamation point.
Here's Coles. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. The kick out to Williams. And another miss by Denver. Left side Barnes. Pass to King. Here's Marks from behind the arc. Jokic grabs the board. Keefe, the pass to Coles. And the 3 off target. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's King. Pass to Marks. Here's the 3. Wood grabs the board. Here's Coles. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Offensive board. Jokic. And that one good.
Well, the first guy you have to box out there, Nikola Jokic. That's just bad recognition.
Pass to Marks from the arc. That shot off. Some solid defense from Williams. Here's Keefe. He's guarded by Barnes. Keefe, the pass to Wood. There's a screen. To the inside. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
King, pass to Flanders. There's a screen by Bassie. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Flanders' shot is good.
Yeah, passing is a real skill of Barnes. He will make smart choices with the ball.
Outside, Williams. Wood, outside. Jokic, the screen. Wood passes to Williams. Fires the three. Hits the three-pointer. Williams has got 5.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure. Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Here's King. 14 points his last outing. Here's Marks. And again, it's New Orleans with a 3.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Coles. He's scoreless. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You take a look at the Heat. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
When I look at New Orleans, they're in the lower end of the rankings and headed down. Not the position you want to find yourself in. Now we'll see if they can stabilize in the coming games.
Here's King. Pass to Flanders. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Nuggets trail by 4. Wood finds Jokic. Out to the wing. Pulls it. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
Here's King. Pass to Blackman. Here's Peters. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Clemens is checked in for the Nuggets. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Pelicans.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Now here's Jokic. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Jokic has got 5.
Strength and determination from Jokic inside, scoring through the contact.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, BA. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home, something that's more important than basketball." Back to you guys.
Some good perspective. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Here's Coles. 10 points in his last outing. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Pass to Blackman. And there's a pick. To the middle. Here's King. Yet to see a basket. Shoots a fadeaway. Yep, count it. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
Here's Clemens. Williams passes to Coles. Outside, Williams. Pulls it from 20. It's hauled in by Henderson. The Pelicans lead by 5. And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A. Basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Nuggets trail by 5. 18 feet out. Cole's no good.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Pass to Henderson. Here's King. Here's Flanders. Launches a 3. A rebound by Keith.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Coles. Offline with a 3.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
To the left side wing. Here's Flanders. From down in the low post, it goes. Flanders has got 10.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Both teams will make substitutions. And though it's early, let's take a look at the cup standing. The Pelicans lead by 8. On the floor for Denver, getting going in the second. They've got Kyle Filipowski, and it's Coles in at the point. Inside, Henderson. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Here's Brunson. After the Pelicans picking up a basket a moment ago. Pass to Filipowski. Back to Brunson. Brunson! So confident at the rim.
Inside Brunson is pretty deadly, just dropping his shot in.
Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Here's Coles. Jovic passes to Coles. Here's Jovic, three-pointer. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here's King. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Uses the glass to finish the layup. King's gotten his second bucket.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Now here's Filipowski. No points yet, just 5 to shoot. Got a hand on it. On the break. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Again, the Pelicans good for 2.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Marks. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's King. From outside, off the mark. Nuggets trail by 10. Jovic passes to Brunson. The shot. Brunson's got his second basket of the night.
Too easy for a guy of his caliber. The D must put up more of a fight down there.
Yeah, they can't let him even get into that space. If he gets good position on the block, it's trouble.
For Denver, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Here's Coles. He's got 5. The 3 hits the trifecta. Now just a 5-point Pelican lead.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Outside Barnes to the left wing. Henderson with a screen on Brunson. Here's Marks. 2 points. That one goes. Marks has got 5 now.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Jokic is checked in for Denver. Wood comes in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Coles. Give him 8 points now. And here's Jokic. Pass to Wood. Here's Jovic. And King pulls it down. New Orleans leading by 7. There's the steal. Here's Jovic. And he makes it. Jovic has got his first points of the night. New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Barnes. Here's Marks. They grab their own miss. King. Henderson outside. Off target from outside. Nuggets trail by 5. Now Jokic. He has 7. And good. Clemens.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Here's King. Pass to Marks. The 3 ball. And again, New Orleans no good.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Wood outside. There's a screen. To the paint. It's stolen by Barnes. Here's Marks. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Marks has got 7 points.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Out of bounds. New Orleans will have it. It's the 2K leaderboard showing the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. Number 1, New Orleans.
Their defense led to offense, and no team was better at forcing miscues and capitalizing at the other end.
Here's King. He's got 6. Here's the pick. Down low. Here's Blackman. Rebounded by Jovic.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Pass to Keith. Now here's Wood. Jokic the screen. Shot clock at 6.
Yeah, he tried to gain position but couldn't quite get there.
And Denver making a change here. Brunson's checked in.
Into the lineup for the Nuggets. Number 3, Jalen Brunson.
Shot clock at 5. From 15 feet away. Barnes with the rebound.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
The shot by Marks, no good.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Here's Jokic. The shot, no good. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. Well, there's a lot to like about Jokic. But Stan, you wanted to highlight a very specific skill.
Yeah, B.A., it's his fundamentals on the offensive glass. When he rebounds, he keeps it up high so that he can put it right back up. Bigs need to learn not to bring the ball down.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Denver. 6-point game. It'll be the 4th of 6 games for them away from home. To win the drought. And King pulls it down. King's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Marks, good.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Pass to Keith. Back to Brunson. Pelicans cleared away. Marks has got 4 rebounds in the game.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
Here's Marks. Pass to Blackman. Now Henderson. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Keith. Outside Brunson. Now Jokic. He's guarded by Barnes. Jokic passes to Wood. Back to Jokic. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Keith's got 6 points. The Pelicans lead by 7. Here's King. Give him 8. Pass to Marks. To the inside. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. And stolen by Jokic. Wood passes to Jokic. Here's Keith. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. 9 points in the game.
Just such good vision from Brunson. He's able to spot a guy ready to attack.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's New Orleans up by 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
Looking at the Nuggets. I love a new season, new faces, new places. Get to watch the rookies develop. Nothing better.
Yeah, it's great to be back for us, and for the players, and for the fans. And now let's talk about those Pelicans. This game has been extremely competitive.
This is why so many teams are trying to play with pace. The defense just couldn't match up with them in the space. It's much harder to score in the half court.
Helps when you have the athletes they do as well. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. New Orleans leading by 3. They've got Scotty Barnes, also Charles Bassey out there, and it's Flanders in at shooting guard. That's the Pelicans 5. Here's King, rebounded by Denver. Here's Keith. Ooh, he's found his rhythm, 7 for 10 and counting.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Man, what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
Outside Barnes. Pass to King. 6 on the shot clock. Intercepted. And Denver pushing it up now. Williams' shot is good. And it's a 3-point Nugget lead.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Here's Marks. Here's Flanders. 17 points in the game. Here's Bassi. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Nikola Jokic. And it's already hard enough to play D in this league. Some people feel that traveling has gotten out of control, Coach.
Well, I don't know if it's gotten out of control, B.A. I think the referees do a pretty good job on traveling. I think what's important for the referees is they have to be able to determine which travel calls gain a guy an advantage and which ones you could let go because they have no effect on the play.
And they're rolling. 4 straight makes to start the second half.
Pass to Marks. Here's King. The 3 is up. And he stays with it. Flanders passes to King. 5 to shoot. Here's Marks. Off the mark there with a 3.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors. Starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Jokic, tightly guarded. Oh, he's a load inside. Jokic finishing strong.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Bassi, and down it goes. 2 points.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here's Keefe. He buries it from 3. Keefe's got 18 points in the game.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Flanders. Fires the 3. To the right side. And stolen by Williams. Here's Coles. Wood outside. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Flanders, guarded by Wood. Pass to Marks for 3. Wood grabs the board.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Jokic to screen. Here's Coles. Give him 8 points now. 6 to shoot. Here's Keefe. The Pelicans pull it in. King's got rebound number 8 now. Pass to Barnes. Inside. King, the pass to Flanders. The rebound by Keefe. Keefe's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Coles. Wood outside. It's stolen. Here's King. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Marks. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Denver.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Denver moving it around. Keefe, the pass to Wood. Just 5 on the clock. Launches it. And again, Denver no good. Pelicans trail by 7. Here's King. Out to the right wing. Marks passes to King. Barnes a screen. Out to the right wing. Here's Marks. They get the rebound. King. Pass to Marks. Here's King. Here's Flanders. And the Pelicans miss again.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. We credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Here's King. Give him 8. And stolen by Williams. Here we go. All alone. Denver shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That's good from Wood. And for the better part of a decade now, the league allowing players to wear any sneaker color. It's catching on, Stan. What color are those you're wearing? Is that lime green?
Well, Brian, you know I've always been known for my fashion sense. I'm something of an icon, and when I come on camera, people are watching because they want to know what the next fashion trend is. So yes, tonight these are lime green. Tomorrow, we'll just have to see. Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, been an important part of why they're leading.
Clemens is checked in for Wood. Pelicans trail by 12. Here's King. To the paint. They need this. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
Drives to the hoop. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Woo, wait. Big finish. Big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
So it's Denver now, following the score by New Orleans. And Williams punches it home.
That was just great work to battle through contact and will in the shot.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. Pelicans trail by 11. Here's King. He's got 10. To the middle. Here's Peters. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Peters has got 5 now.
Moving the ball for the highest percentage look.
Jokic up top. To the paint. It's stolen by Ellis. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about U.S. youth development in hoops. He said when young players are a part of a singular organization, there's much more of an incentive to bring players along as opposed to a win-now mentality, and that's something that we can learn from Europe, guys.
Taking that long view approach. All right, thank you, Allie. The Nuggets lead by 9. Pass to Keith. Fires from the wing. And King pulls it down. King's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Driving to the basket, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Pass to Keith, out to the wing. Denver moving it around. And Williams punches it home.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Here's King. He's got 12. And there's the drive. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Ooh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up. Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Here's Coles, defended by Henderson. Coles passes to Jokic. Over to the wing. 4 on the clock. Here's Coles. Again, Denver scores.
And despite the defender's length, he goes right up from the mid-range.
Well, and that shows how much confidence he has in his ability and the work that he's put into his game.
Henderson, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. Coles passes to Keefe. And it's blocked. Here's King. He's got 16. 35 seconds left to play in the third quarter here.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Denver leading by 5. Pass to Keefe. Here's Clemens. He's guarded by Ellis. Here's Keefe. 5 on the clock. And it's Jokic missing. New Orleans calls timeout.
Yeah, and coach has to tell him to dial it back. He's trying to do too much. Going one-on-one, forcing bad shots, and it's really hurting this offense.
New Orleans calls timeout. And Denver looking at who they've got to start the fourth. They've got Jalen Brunson, and it's Wood in at the 3 spot. King, the pass to Blackman. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And so it's Wood who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Blackman. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Pelicans lead by 1. Coming down the stretch. It's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Now here's Jokic. Garrett grabs a miss. King, the pass to Henderson. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Jovic, defended by Henderson. The 3. Garrett grabs a miss.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
King, the pass to Marks. And here we go, the Nuggets on the fast break. Oh, swiped away. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And that one is right through the heart. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
New Orleans leading by 3. Here's Henderson. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Wood's got 5 rebounds in the game. Jovic passes to Wood. Now here's Jokic. Pass to Brunson. Tries to break his ice. And the layup is up and in.
A flashy ball handler at times, Brunson knows how to carve up scoring opportunities for himself.
Henderson outside. No good on the 3. Denver's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Back to Wood. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist in this one.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Here's King. Pass to Blackman. Here's King. Clock at 6. Down low. Here's Henderson. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
For him, it's been a tale of two halves. He's starting to make an impact now.
Brunson passes to Jokic. Lays it up and banks it in. 16 points for Nikola Jokic.
Well, Jokic is a smooth operator in tight. He won't waste many of those chances.
Here's King. Brunson defending. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Jokic.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Williams is checked in for Denver.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Now here's Jokic. Defense is right there. Here comes Jokic. Stolen. Williams against Henderson. They set the screen. Driving inside. Brunson with a double team. Over to the left wing. Stolen by Jokic. And Denver pushing it up now. Williams' shot is good. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
Well, you got to go back to the defensive awareness of Jokic. Got his hands on the ball and got them going in transition.
Here's King. Stolen by Jokic. Inside. Here's Wood. And Wood with the stuff.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
The Nuggets lead by 3. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Outside Brunson. Puts it up from the high post. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic.
And so effective from these in-between spots. Brunson doesn't need much room to feel comfortable. Okay, showing he's capable of throwing it down.
Hey, I wish we saw more of these dunks from him. He obviously has the size and ability for it.
Well, remember, guys, size doesn't always equal athleticism.
And out of bounds, New Orleans will have it.
Substitution on the court.
Pelicans trail by 3. Here's King. Takes it inside. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's Clemens, following the score by New Orleans. Barnes comes with a double team. Clemens passes to Williams. And a miss there on the triple.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Here's King to the inside. To the paint. Here's Keefe. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
What a two-way play.
And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
The ruling on the floor stands.
Foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt. Here's King. Inside, Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, exceptional job. Barnes just diving towards the open area off the pick.
Coles passes to Keefe. Now Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss. The Pelicans have gone 7 for 11 so far in the fourth. Pass to King. Here's Flanders to take the lead. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 9 rebounds now.
He hasn't found the range lately. It's wild to think he had 3 triples there in the first half.
Denver moving it around. Counted. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
Can't argue with a chance like that. Give me more of those.
Pass to Wood. The kick out to Williams. Counted from distance. And now it's a 7-point Denver lead.
Yeah, after a slow start to the game, he's been productive and efficient here in the second half.
Here's King. Here's Barnes. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Coles passes to Keith. Now Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Kings got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Going inside. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
The Pelicans called timeout. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks so much. I was able to hear New Orleans coach going over their plan during the break. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Another chance. And stolen by Wood. Now Jokic. Oh, Joker. Too big inside.
Another bucket from Jokic. He could dominate scoring-wise every night if he wanted to. He is that good.
Count it!
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold, that's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Here's Coles, down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the pass to Williams. Misses the 3! 1:56 left in the fourth. He takes it in, and a one-handed slam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there, just takes his 2 points, moves on. Jokic in the post, defended by Bassi.
Well, you know, a great thing about Jokic is the cohesion he brings to the team. His ball movement and teamwork are contagious.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, that's a good job of capitalizing at the line, adding some cushion to their lead.
From downtown, can't get it.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Here's Coles, outside Jokic. Jokic, the screen. Outside, Williams. Oh, he can't hit it. New Orleans has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Here's King. And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Williams can't get the 3.
That's the look you want. Gotta be disappointed coming up empty.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
11 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Here's King. Jacks up a three. Money from three.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
And they go to the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, at this point, they're going to have to go for the 3 and try to force OT.
The Pelicans call timeout. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
They need to find a 3 fast, a zero hesitation look. Tough, but not impossible.
So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. Their record is... All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Grant.